In this video, I'll provide an overview of our consumer credit assignment for week 5. So we go ahead and click into the weekly modules, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to week 5. So you're watching the video link right here at the moment. And when you're in this module, you'll see a new type of assignment called the Credit Card Comparison or PowerPay Debt Elimination Plan. So we're learning about consumer credit this week, and this assignment will let you apply your learning. You will get to choose which assignment you want to do, whether you're interested in comparing credit cards or if you'd rather focus on debt elimination. So clicking into the assignment, here you can see the instructions for both the credit card assignment and the PowerPay debt elimination plan. For the credit card assignment, you're asked to find 3 different credit cards, and I've provided 2 links that you can use. I like these because it lets you look at multiple credit cards at the same time, so you don't have to go to separate company websites. Once you obtain the 3 credit cards you're interested in researching, go ahead and click on the attached chart here and a Word document will open. And you'll need to fill out the chart that describes the key features of each credit card. That will help you write your 1-page paper, but we'll save that for just a second. Looking at the instructions for the PowerPay debt elimination plan, what we'll do is we're actually going to go to a third-party website called PowerPay Web. If we go ahead and click on this link here, and it's going to ask you to register. So you'll want to sign up now. Since I've already registered, I've got my information ready to go, so I'll just log in. It might take you to a profile page, but there are actually a variety of tools that you can use through this website. But the one we're doing for this assignment specifically is this thing called PowerPay. And so what's going to happen is you're going to enter any debts or credit cards that you have into the PowerPay system. And the definition of a power payment is that this system is going to organize your debts and how you're paying them off. And once a single debt is paid off, the money you would have used on those payments are then applied to the very next debt on your list. And this will help organize and speed up your payments, as well as result in some cost savings. So here, for example, I've plugged in some example debts that a person might have. For instance, I have 2 credit cards. I'll include the balance, what I can pay each month for my payment, and the current interest rate. And then it'll automatically provide you a payoff time based on the data points you plug in. I've also included, for instance, a personal loan from my mom. She's nice, so she's not charging me interest, for instance. And so I've decided perhaps I can pay her $50 a month. I might also have a student loan, which has a particular interest rate, and I have a car loan as well. So you can enter as many debts and creditors as you want in here, and it will help you organize your plan. And if you want, you can also click on the extra payments and include additional payments. Perhaps once you get your tax refund back, then you might want to put your tax refund towards some payments. So you can go ahead and plug that into the extra payments tab. Let's go back. Once you have all of your information in here, you're going to go to this What Do I Do Next box and click on the payment calendar. So what the payment calendar will do is organize your payments, including the Power Payments process, and it'll let you know what your number of payments look like, the interest paid, the total amounts. And for the assignment, if we go over here to this drop down, it's going to allow you to look at your payment plan through a couple of different perspectives. Specifically for this assignment, I'd like you to take a look at how it looks at if you paid the highest interest debts first, if you paid the lowest balance first, or if you paid the shortest term first. And so each time when you click on one of these options, click Calculate, and it will recalculate your debt payment plan. And it's nice because it will let you know how quickly you're going to reduce your debt, how much money you saved by organizing your debts in a particular fashion. And then down below here, there's the detailed calendar, which you can see how your payments look like for each of your debts. you'll notice two small buttons here, and if you click on it, it actually expands your detailed calendar even further. So now I can break it down by my balance, my loan interest, the principal, and the payments. And you can see where your payments are going towards over time. And for each of the different repayment methods, the detailed calendar will be updated. So I'd like you to take a look at all three versions so that you can see what might work best for you.
What you'll end up doing, regardless of which assignment you choose, you'll write a one-page summary and reaction paper summarizing what you learned. So let's go ahead and look at the Appendix A on the paper format. So the first part of the paper, very short, one paragraph worth 10 points, is to briefly summarize your work. So identify any sources or websites that you used, briefly describe your analytical process, and why you chose the particular debts or credit cards for the assignment. Keep it objective and factual. This is just giving the reader a quick background or context of the assignment. The majority of the paper, this is your reaction to the work, and it's worth 30 points. So this should be about 75% of the content on your page. You'll want to answer the following questions. How is the assignment related to ideas and concerns discussed in the course? This is your opportunity to demonstrate your learning by connecting the concepts from the textbook, discussion boards, and any material in the course. You want to clearly identify and explain. It's not enough to just use the vocab. You have to explain what the vocab means and why it matters. The second bullet asks you, how does the assignment and course material connected to your life experience, feelings, or ideas? So what emotions came up during the assignment? Curiosity, apprehension, anxiety, surprise, anything at all that you might be feeling. The third bullet asks you to connect the assignment to the present day world. We're often made to think that our individual problems, in particular financial ones, are private, when in fact they are social problems or public issues. Many of you have pointed out when we talk about healthcare and taxes about the bigger impact these policies have on us. And so there is a deep connection between our individual experience and society. So connect your work to the bigger picture. And the last bullet, did this assignment increase your understanding of the issue? You may have already been familiar with the debts or the credit card that you've chosen, but think about the overall process of having to do the research. Did this increase your understanding of how to research about credit cards and how to eliminate debt? Did it change your perspective in any way? Why or why not? Make note to also pay attention to the points of consideration. This is worth 10 points. What I'm looking for here is that you are making thoughtful arguments, citing specific evidence. Your paper is well organized, free of grammatical errors. You properly use APA style. You quote when you need to, but you don't overquote. And of course, you are submitting your paper in one of the appropriate formats. Note that for 3 of our written assignments, that's this credit consumer one, the future insurance quote, and future stock market game, you do have the option of resubmitting assignment for a better grade. So just be aware that if you don't do very well the first time on any particular assignment, you can always revise and resubmit by early December. So make sure to read through the appendix carefully and let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and click back. One more thing I want to note, I do have the link here on how to do APA text citations. So you may not have worked with APA before. And so APA is commonly used in business. This allows the reader to know where you got your information from. And we can keep it pretty simple in that for APA in text citation, you just have to include the author's last name and the year of publication. And if you're doing a direct quote, include the page number. You do not have to create a bibliography or a references page, just to save space and time, but at a minimum, just do the in-text citation, just so I know where it's coming from. We'll go ahead and click back. And then, of course, you have your usual assignments, the homework and the Learn Smart. Note that there is no discussion board this week. You only have one written assignment per week. If you have any questions, just let me know.